Yaje wazito, Alberto hapa, Maisha States. Video ingine ya Man Cave. Manze imekuwa for a while but sijai do Man Cave kama wiki mbili hivi. Last week nilitry kudo Man Cave lakini nikapoa mtoi. Akameka hapa hivi kwa mimi hapa hivi. Sada singe do ene. Ili happen to hivyo. Kwa wale wasionijui, jina langu ni Albert. Hii channel ni Maisha States. Hii channel nimeanza kama nitakuwa show tu vitu za states na different perspective. Ile besides ile ananile ya Ibrahim Unami akioshow vitu one by one, mimi nitakuwa show perspective ingine from my point of view. Lakini after that, the first few days ile Q&A kakam ya kwanza, nikakaa chini kaanza kuanza ma question. Before I even knew it, ikakuwa ni kama Man Cave talk. Ikaanza tu hivyo ka joke. So ndio imekuwa hii Man Cave ndio sasa ngojea kila siku. Sasa ndio hiyo Man Cave sasa ndio nimerudi back to session. Imekuwa the last 1 month ilikuwa distracted na mambo ya Bible kidogo. Si mbaya pase ni ile I never even thought people will ask about the Bible in the first place. So now nisha achieve goal flani. Channel yangu nisha upload karibu 100 plus videos since nianze January 4th this year. So ninataka sasa maybe kama ni run through hizi kuna maswali muulizo kila siku lakini nasema nishazi answered before na lead kwa say kwa video lakini I understand exactly what I'm saying again. So kasema maybe ikishafika 100 videos nda review zile question muulizo na sijazi answer to their perfection. I don't know what that means but kitu kaa hiyo. Ni kama watu hujaridhika kabisa na hiyo swali nimejibu. So naweza first kama ni hivi. What do I do for a living? Kama mtu anaweza swali kaa hiyo. What do I do for a living? Mimi waga trucker. I'm a truck driver. Na truck owner. Okay, mupresama for the sake of humility, I'm a truck owner operator. I own a truck and I drive the truck. But sa hivile business na grow ni kama eventually I'm gonna be driven. Drivers will drive me out of my truck. Sababu sa hii mada kukua more focus na hire more drivers than me mwenyewe ku drive. So at the moment between me and my wife we own 3 trucks together. Nilikuwa na 4 nikauzia best yangu moja. So in 3. But niko na intention ya kubuy ingine sometime early next year ama late this year. Whichever comes first. Najua ni business. Business can grow na grow nayo. So we're going through. Personally, my personal goal is kuwa na 5 trucks. Dump trucks. 5 of them. Sababu the last time nicheck na hizo makampuni bigi walisema they need 5 trucks ndio inakuwa a good number to start off. At the moment, I pull my best yangu kadhaa to come together to kuwa na hizo 5 trucks, but I don't feel like convincing anybody to do business na sababu nimegundua sometimes kuna watu mnaweza try kuwa pull wakuje kudu na business na at the same time wakupull back from your goal. No. So I don't really at the moment siko ready ku team up na mtu. Labda kama mtu ako willing and approach inaweza kuwa the best thing possible way. So trucking mudu it's very hands on. Lazima uko yani full time. So kuna nishaanza ku address my question. Kama kuna msana swali yote kama tuseme if I'm in Kenya, if I'm in Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, if I can invest in the truck, then you run it for me. Si possible unless maybe uko na truck kama minimum 5 trucks. Minimum uko na 5 trucks. Then you can run it from Kenya. Sababu utakuwa na make enough profit margin ya kusurvive while running the daily operations. But truck moja ni suicidal in a way. Very suicidal. Lazima ukuwe wewe mwenyewe uko present, uko actively involved na your tracking. Juu ukiwachia mtu akumanajie ni kama it's a little bit tricky. Kuna vitu you have to do them hands on. Ni kama any business naweza sema hivyo. Yani nikiongea juu ya tracking monge juu that's what I'm familiar with. Nimekuwa nikido tracking the last 13 years as an owner. Alafu nimedrive truck the last 15 years or 16 years. I don't even know, still counting. Sababu nimeanza kudrive construction September 2010. So kama September na come next month, itakuwa exactly 13 months. No. Before that, I drove 2 years for over the road, OTR, for Swift transportation. Kama 2 years. So me mambo over the road sipendangi hiyo story kabisa. I don't know, it's different for everybody. But me, ile stage in life, I like being at home. No. Kama sasa kuja hapa hivi saa hii ni 4 in the morning. nimeanza na shughuli saa hii. Nikuja home jana nikalala tu yani. Nilala I don't know by 6, 7 nikalala. So once I get my 8 hours nikaamka. So kuna dere mmoja anadu job leo. Walimwambia omalize hiyo job leo. Sasa kusema sasa ndio sana history. Lazima nimwekee fuel juu ni truck ya yani anadu job saa hii. Lazima nimwekee hizo ma fuel ananid kama let's explain. Itakuwa dito ama okay, let me explain too. Anadu paving ile ku lay down asphalt ni lami. So you need special kind of chemicals ku spray kwa hiyo box alafu ndio load hizo ma waitanga hot mix ni ile oil na hizo ma kokoto zimechanganishwa pamoja alafu na kama unazimwaga pole pole alafu ile machine na kama ina straighten kitu kama hiyo itonga paving, the whole thing is paving. So na do paving leo namalizia ni parking lot ya Walmart ni histo big ya nini hapa US Walmart. Kila mtu anajua Walmart, I think you've heard of it kaujui. So they're doing a parking lot. So lazima ni timely, lazima ilianza last week, lazima iishe by this weekend. So they need him today. So binilani kaamka najua another job 5:45 kitu kama hiyo. So sasa ni 4 hivi AM, I'm pretty sure shaenda job already. Sasa kabla nimfanyie hizo vitu before I end the job. I'm trying to make video small, sijui kama ndio post leo. Maybe next time. So hiyo ndio story ya tracking ile sudo. Kama mtu ako na any swali, any questions, that's the kind of tracking we do. Ni kitu iko very hands on. You have to be there on a daily basis. Sababu ni juni construction si systematic, ni dynamic, ina change every day. Naona leo inakuwa ni hii, kesho ni hivi, kesho yani ina change maybe hata every hour kitu kama hiyo. So communicate na CB radio, which is Citizen Broadcast Radio. Ile kama ova zile. Vile ibrowse tango tu hizo communicate hivyo. So hiyo ndio overview ya nini ya tracking ile mudu. So if anybody has any questions, that's exactly what I do for a living. I'm a trucker, a small business owner. Mi na wife yangu by the way, sisi wote wawili. Okay, background yangu ni gani? Nikimaliza high school nilifanya computer science. Haikuwa graduate level ama undergraduate level. Nimeanza kama hizi au itaje sasa. Diploma tukaa hizo computer science. Get to some level nikaona kitu itanisaidia sana. Switch over to ilikuwa business management. Itu basically business administration in general. Ndio kwanza hivyo move out of Kenya kaniko maybe halfway through my business administration. Background yangu, I used to work at multiple hauliers East Africa Limited. Hiyo ni trucking company. So mshata kuwa na hiyo relation. Nilianzia trucking Kenya, sikuanzia hapa. Nilianzia Kenya ndio niko na hiyo trucking bag ile kama niko Kenya. So kuja hapa hivi I was already an established trucker. Alikuwa na communicate na best yangu alikuwa Texas, ananiambia how do tracking. So tunataka compare. So when I came here nikaona sasa hivi niko hapa States, what do I do? Acha niingie shule. Ilikuwa the first thing. Hiyo nikaa 1-2 months before I settled in. So when I moved up here the first time nilikuwa naishi na my sister's friend for maybe 2-3 weeks. So karibu na airport. Alafu ndio nikaona acha nikavisit Kuzo. Nikaona nikana Kuzo nitakuwa na more strides towards my goal kuliko kuishi na best ya sisi ndio naishi mbali kabisa na tao kidogo. So Kuzo kanaishi place into St. Louis Park. Nika move in na yeye lakini alikuwa na move out kwenda kuishi Hopkins in the next city next to ni kama hizo Mercedes Minneapolis ni kama Minneapolis suburb lakini ziko sections kama ni kama estates hivi Kenya ama ile mtaa. So kuna hiyo mtaa ito St. Louis Park alafu kuna Hopkins, but because iko so developed it's a city, iko na mayor, iko na city headquarters, iko na all the facilities, fire, police, everything in a control because the population sustains itself. So it's a suburb of Minneapolis, but it's also a city by itself. Run everything by itself independently. I think that's the only unique thing about Minnesota. Small cities, ziko under Hennepin County, but they run themselves independently. And I explain it to story baadaye. So hiyo ndio background yangu sasa. So when I started doing that, nikafanya job za kawaida hizi kuna job mtu ufanya kuja States hizi vibarua hivi vitu kaa hizo. Alafu eventually Kuzo, one of my cousins, to this day I think he works for FedEx. Sijui ufanya nini exactly FedEx sahi, but amekuwa huko for a long time. ni kama employee amekuwa for a very long time, maybe as long as I've been here, maybe 16 years hivi, I'm 20 years by now. So kuna wase who prefer employment, alafu kuna wase wana prefer business. Kama mimi vichwa mbaya, kama mimi supenda kwenda business. But kuna wase they're comfortable na ile security, ile as long as they have a business going on, everything is good. No. Kuna difference ya wase. So mimi ni mse ule cheesy, I'm crazy like that, you know. Nikuja hapa stairs nikasema I want to be a millionaire. So they got after the quickest way of being a millionaire. When I came, I was broke, very broke for a long time. Nikata kulani hizi vitu, so who's making money? Kagundua kuna nursing. Nursing nikaa ina pesa once umefika hiyo level ya kukuwa nurse, RN, registered nurse, ama uko na bachelor's degree, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, ama itowaji ingine, ile high graduate status ya nursing. Graduate, undergraduate, you need to make a dough, at least. I think wasoli po kama minimum, I'm not so sure, nasema really $70 an hour, nursing. So, nikangalia condition yangu, I live with my cousin, pia alikuwa mgeni hapa, alikuwa pia shule. So, nikiishi naye, alini support maybe the first 1 or 2 months. But when I started working, ilibidi nimpatie ile pesa ile ya backdate. Alini backdate a couple of months back. See all the way back at the beginning, but at least you Hopkins manali hamuko hivyo. So nikaona hey maze, there's no way I can go to school na pia nategemea mtu, tunategemeana. Yani niko namtegemea basically, lakini yeye alikuwa haoni yake responsibility. So nikaona ile tu unajua mwanaume tu unajua this thing doesn't work out. It can't be like that. So nikaona the best thing kufanya ni ile wacha nitafute kitu, one job that pays off all my bills. Nikata kuinvestigate. Ile tu kama mgeni. Over time I realized pretty quick that the quickest way to make money need tracking. Sababu tracking, you only go for school for, you go to school for like a month, 1 month. No. First week, second week, third week, fourth week. 8 hours every day. Once you do that 4 weeks, una schedule a test. Then you go test out. Ukipata your license, that's it. You start driving. As a driver, first week, maybe the first 6 months, hautakuwa na make do mob sana. You'll be making like maybe even less than what some people make. But because you're on your way, it gets better over time. So nikamua, okay, which is the quickest way to do that? So juu mimi nikuwa na job and nikuwa na responsibility, nikasema the first thing I'll do is this. Ndaingia shule weekend classes. Ilikuwa summer kama saa hii weather ni mzuri. Minnesota, very cold sometimes in the winter. Always cold, not very cold, always cold. So nikasema wacha niingie driving school, nianze ku learn truck driving 10 hours Saturday, 10 hours Sunday. So you cover 20 hours, which is pretty much half a week. So every week in 8 hours. So if you're doing 8, that's 16 plus 4, you need 20. So I can do my 20 hours in 1 weekend. So normally it takes somebody like about a month to finish the whole thing. Mainly it take I think 2 months, because I'm doing it every weekend. So 2 weekends and I equate to 1 week. Another 2 weekends, 1 week. 2 weekends, so it took me longer. So the first two weekends, they go 1 week. Second 2 weekends, so 3 months hivi I think before I tested out. Alafu nishaambia story ya kutest out. Nilienda huko hivyo, nika-fail mara ya kwanza, nika-fail mara ya pili, nika-fail mara ya tatu. The 4th time ndo nikipata test. Ilikuwa a long story. Kuna video about that. Maybe as I repeat sometime. If you have any questions, I'll let you know how that worked out. Lakini that's exactly what happened. Nikaanza tracking. So I'm really rushing through my story, by the way. Kuna videos zingine kaa hizi, by the way. I'm trying to just to get everybody up to speed. So nikaanza tracking. So the tracking nikaanza Swift, over the road, experience, kulearn kusoma map, notes, everything, blah, 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 blah. I was an atheist when I started driving. By the time I came back from driving, nilikuwa nishata kwa Christian. I mean, maybe inclining towards Christianity. Because nilikuwa na criticize this Bible. It's for the first time they realized you can criticize the Bible? Wow, that's interesting. Kwa some facts, they made sense to me. Alafu ndio later on, oh, you can criticize the atheism too? Wow. For the first time, it made sense to me. Nika switch over tena. So that's my journey basically. Yeah. What happened before, what happened after. So nikaanza tracking. So now, I'm trying to kind of get everybody up in speed. So once nimeanza tracking, ilikuwa slow incline. Nilikuwa na build experience over time. No. So Nezambia how much I was getting paid. The first time when I went to trucking, the first week I was paid 150. Second week 150. That's 300 2 weeks. Minimum wage. Terrible. But that's what you get because you're a new driver. Then on a trainer, I was driving with somebody. I was driving somebody's truck. We lived together in that small space. Luckily enough, route yangu ilikuwa dedicated. Kutoka hapa Monday asubuhi, tunaenda Chicago. Tunarudi jioni. Tunaenda Chicago, narudi jioni. So because hours of driving 11 hours, going to Chicago become 7 hours, 8 hours. So one person cannot make it to Chicago and back by themselves. So what I did, mimi naanza asubuhi na drive the whole day. Paka kitu. Of course, every time you take a break, like at 1 hour, unai cancel. So you have 14 hours to work. So tukitoka 7, I'm only allowed to drive until 9. I shut down. Everything should shut down by 9. Now you're 9 sitting exactly 9. I must have like a 3-hour break in between. So come on, someone 1 hour for lunch. Someone 1 hour for maybe breakfast. I only have an hour of rest. I'll have 10 hours nikulala. So I'm gonna drive from 7 na mpaka Wisconsin mahali huko hivyo, Black River Falls, nasema watakula breakfast. I drive back to Chicago, nachukua mzigo, ile load iko loaded, ilikuwa reefer. Hizi kuna food store, nini department store moja inaitwa Costco. Costco ni kama warehouse style. Nafika pale nachukua mzigo yangu iko loaded already, na drop empty trailer nachukua loaded, na drive back to Chicago, from Chicago to maybe somewhere in Wisconsin. Nasimama na fill up fuel, napiga shower, na by dinner naingia bed nalala. Hiyo ni kama 6-7 hivi. So dere mwenyewe anaingia from 6-7 and drive mpaka maybe 2 in the morning. After 2 in the morning ana park truck, analala pia. So mimi namka asubuhi 6 naenda na offload truck na back up on offload na chukua trailer empty naanza ku drive tena. We're doing it like 5 days a week. We come back on Saturday morning. If it's Saturday morning na unload truck na tunaipark kwa ile place wana park. Hiyo place yetu ilikuwa Invergrove Heights. Alafu naenda home. Na Saturday, Sunday, Monday I do the same thing. That's what I did for about 2 months. Now you say nikapoa truck yangu. So that's just pretty much the history of trucking. So I'm really trying to rush through this. Hope nimalizie hapo. So nataka get topic ya leo ile suppose mseo atakuja tracking. That's what I'm trying to get to. So that's what I used to do as a truck driver. Then nikapata mtoi. I had a girlfriend. We were planning to get married. But halfway along the way, she probably thought I was not worth it to marry or something. I don't know. I've never really known why. I got changed my mind. I said, no, let's just raise a kid. You just be there for your kid. But relationship, don't want to be with you anymore. So for just the sake of, if I want to see my daughter on a consistent basis, I can't be driving over the road. So I'll become very unpredictable. As long as you're out there, you're working. Nikataka kudu construction hapa hivi, working from home every day. In morning, evening, morning, niko na weekends free, so I can go see my daughter. So I used to work like maybe 2 weeks. The third week naenda kumuona. 2 weeks, the third week naenda kumuona for a very long time. On Friday, kama Friday evening hivi, nachomoka after work 9. Na drive mpaka maybe 6-7 hours, nalala mahali, naamka asubuhi napiga shower, na drive 2 more hours. Nafika St. Louis, Missouri. Ilikuwa out of state, by the way. It's still out of state to this day. So alafu, that's kind of like what I started doing construction. Nikaanza construction hivyo. Pole pole. That's what happened. I've never gone back over the road. I've driven over the road maybe January, February, sometime for my friend's truck or whatever. But they were temporary. 2, 3, 4 weeks maximum. So, but mostly I do construction. So, hiyo ndio summary ya mimi, Alberto. What do I do for a living? I'm a truck driver, owner, operator. A small business owner. Done. That's what I do. Okay, what else do I do? What would I rather do? I believe in Ivy. If you don't have to work hard, you don't have to. Like, don't just do things as go very... Come on, for example, driving truck the whole day, it's really hard sometimes. Drive on traffic, get tired, but it pays really good. No. Kama nikianza hii job kulipwa $72 an hour. Kama nurse, imagine, $72 an hour in the beginning. Sasa hiyo nilipa kama $120 an hour kutoka hiyo. In increase over time. So depends on truck una drive pia. Kuna the 135, 100, I think 35 is the highest, kuna 25, kuna 20. It depends who you're working with. You got 150. No. So that's what it pays per hour trucking. local. Lakini ni seasonal. Like for example, ile mu drive side dump inaran kama 7 to 9 months every year. Dump truck 9 to 10 months kitu kayo, ama to 11 months. It varies. It depends on the weather. Depending. So that's what we do. So basically, like maybe in a 1 month off, 2 months off, sometimes 3 months, sometimes even 4 months off, not working. So you can make dough, which is enough. You can save for the winter seasons. So you can realize, wait a minute. So I work, then I rest. Of course, the first year nichomeka just kana jua, niko na ile attitude nafikiri pesa will keep coming. Then nikabaki niko bankrupt, I'll have to look for a job, nika survive kila kitu. So the second year, nikasema, okay, what do I do? Nikataka save money. I save money for the rainy days. So to that, the second year, the third year, I've been saving money. So I usually have enough money to carry me through off season. Off season nionza lini. Wala wasajui tuseme kuanzia kama sahi next month 21st ndio the end of summer. Summer inaishanga September 21st. Alafu naingia fall. Fall is September 21st, October 21st, November 21st, December 21st. Hiyo ni fall. Alafu inakuwa winter. Winter inaingia officially just before Christmas. Okay, December 21st to winter, January 21st, February 21st, March 21st. Hiyo ni winter. Kutoka winter inaingia spring. March 21st, spring inaingia hapo, hivyo spring inaanza. April 21st, May 21st, June 21st. Spring inaisha, summer inaingia. So everything inaanzia 20th, 21st hapo, hivyo ndio ina switch season. Every 3 months. You can realize, wait a minute, sometimes I'm just home doing nothing. The whole 3-4 months doing nothing. Nikaanza sasa kusoma, let me study the Bible. Nikasoma Bible the first time. I read it, I understood it, I got familiar with everything. I know enough to be dangerous. I don't know what that means, but I know enough to be dangerous about the Bible. Not everything, but enough to be dangerous. Okay, Bible. The following year, okay, let me find something else. Wait a minute. I used to DJ when I was young, right? Nikanunua DJ equipment. Nikataka DJ. Something to keep me busy off season. Nikona, wait a minute. I love taking pictures. Nikataka buy my camera. So this is why. So the reason why I buy things, I'm a homebody, is because we don't work the whole year. We work until maybe, like, guaranteed January, February, I'm home doing nothing. I'm home. December, January, February, I'm home doing nothing, just sitting. So I gotta find something to keep me busy. That's a hobby zangu very strong, very committed. If you pick something new, I take it to the very end. So squeezing the camera. That's why I so many cameras with me, because this is what I do when I'm not busy. Kama design memoir. I started being a YouTuber maybe 2016. Nilianza kwa YouTube, but I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was learning by doing. But the last maybe 4 years, 5 years, nimeanza YouTube channel ya tracking. I realized I don't have enough material for that, because it's the same thing. And of course, YouTube, the first time you start speaking English, no. Lakini sa English ni kind of weird because so gonna accent yetu ya Kenya. The more would I get subscribers, maybe from not within the US, outside the US are interested. Come out to Brazil, they can relate. Anybody who can relate, anakufuata. The ones who can't relate, whatever. So the idea kudu Swahili channel may come through Ibrahim Onami, huko US. Mutajawa sekila sika, sinajua. Ili mwanaitu hii phenomena huko US. Yani ameanza huko US, alafu kuna huko UK, huko Germany, huko Saudia na huko Italy. Hawa sawa 5 hao. Unaona? Kuna Ibra, Timo, Roger, Ali Sadiq na Alfredo wa Italy. So I know something in fact, wait a minute. So I can actually share my ideas, the little information that I know, in Swahili. Sikuwa ifikiri hivyo before. Jurujua Swahili ni natural. It's my first language. Nasema hivyo. English is my second language. So actually nianze hiyo concept. Nikaanza hivyo sa I just sit down and just talk to people. Or I can just show them stuff because I see a lot of stuff. History ya kuona stuff ni for the first time when I was driving, nikaenda Grand Canyon, nikaenda Wyoming, nikaona hizo Salt Lake City. They looked beautiful. And I knew that I will never come back here again unless I'm driving truck, which I'm working while seeing some beautiful scenes. Nika buy camera for the first time. I started documenting everywhere, so California. So ndio baadaye technology got better and better and better. So nika buy my camera, nika na drone. I'm always like, just to tell the story. And your aim yangu. I like telling stories of things I've seen. As long as kuna audience. Same thing in the Bible. It's very exciting, Sabu. When I'm excited about something, I love to share it for free. So because of your passion evil. So that's just getting everybody up to speed on what I've been doing all my life. Just in case you're a new subscriber, wale maujio na hii story already. Come watch all the videos. So, leo, mankevia leo ilikuwa hivi. How do I get started? For example, somebody. So also states already. I'm from Kenya and I come states. How do I get started in tracking brand new from the beginning? That's a serious thing. Sabu Nili mentioned before, but people keep asking me the same questions. So suppose to maybe okay, ini come example. Me when I first started, I was single. Maybe I had a kid. I had a kid and I was single. It was very easy because you're more flexible. What if like maybe kuna wewe ndio you're a dad? Kama kuna boy yangu mmoja John namtaja jina. Anafaa kuanza tracking soon. Sijukasha sawa hiyo story amekuwa caught up in American dream. Anyway, excuse me. Stika nimeleta maji hapa. So this is what you do as a suppose uko na job already. Ama umekam na green card too. So the first thing you have to get a job. So you guys have regular. I'm somebody who's just working already, corporate and everything. Atakuanza hii story. So if you're married with kids, number one nafaa kujua. Don't just usiwahi make decisions drastically kama quit your job to come into tracking in the beginning. Because kumbuka tracking, if your job is like right here, alafu uanze tracking, uta deep kwanza before stabilize tena. Na kuna ile deep ile, stabilize. So the best way to approach if you want to do tracking and you have a job, a regular job, every single day, lazima uanze kama kuna hii concept ya 7 baby steps. Sijui kama naelewa ile baby steps za Dave Ramsey. I think you know what that means. So me, baridi hapa hivi. So 7 baby steps yoga hivi. The first thing you do is yosema save $1,000. Save $1,000 in your bank account. $1,000, just $1,000. Emergency fund, $1,000. You're number one. Number two, start paying off all your credit cards. You're number two. Which is the advantage to pay off credit card. The more you pay off your credit card, the more your credit score increases over time and increase over time. Credit score. So once you pay off your credit card, maybe you could have 0 balances and everything. You may start baby step number 3. Acha ni look up in a segue kwa hii story by the way. Acha nitafutia haraka ndio nisisahau hizi muisahau lakini I know it by heart in ile nini 7 baby steps. 7 baby steps. Dave Ramsey. It's about baby step number 1 nasemangaje? Save $1,000. Save $1,000 for starter emergency fund. Alafu pay off all your debt except the house using the debt snowball effect. Like kama una credit card tatu 1, 2, 3 na unaanza na ile kuna the least amount of money. Una pay off hizi minimum balance alafu unalipa chunk. Alafu una get rid of this. So if you have 3 now you have 2 left. So hizi 2 minimum balance hapa hiyo unaipatia more. Go away. Alafu 1, alafu na focus na alafu na maliza. So the snowball effect, you start from there. Alafu sa baby step number 3 ndio muhimu sasa kwa hii topic. Nasema hivi, save between 3 to 6 months of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. Unaona sasa kitu kama hiyo. That's the point where I want to come to you baby step number 3. Kuna number 4 pia, number 4 is invest 15%, save for your, ochana hiyo baby step number 1, baby step number 2, baby step number 3. So number 3 is among save between 3 months to 6 months of your expenses every month. Okay, I'm going to give you a hypothetical figure, which is close. My monthly expense, I'm being honest, become a 5,000 EV. Household, mortgage, chakula, bills, 5,000 a month. So meaning, if I have a job right now, working 9 to 5, nothing wrong with working 9 to 5. Your job is your first business partner or your first investment. So most of the time people invest from their job, then they move into a business. So baby step number 1, 2, and 3. Once you get to baby step number 3, that's the goal. Saved 3 to 6 months of, kama mimi ni 5,000. So if I had a job today, ndambia wife, let's save 5,000 times 6. Itakuwa 30,000 in the account. Emergency fund, uyeke pale kando. Anza na hiyo kwanza. So kisha save hiyo emergency fund, unaanza na hiyo 1, unaenda na 2, 3, 4. Hiyo 3 months of savings. Unasave hiyo yote unamaliza hivyo. Sawa, usha save hiyo do. Boom. Alafu ukisha save hiyo do, hiyo emergency fund, so at least any move you make out affect family yako in a significant way, sababu you have the money. Kama mimi na 30,000. So then niseme hivi, okay, I have 30,000 in my account. So then your wife, okay, it's better off when your wife has a job too, sababu inaweza saidiana. Juu sema kama tuseme, I don't know, hypothetically speaking, suppose my wife makes 3,000, yeah, 3,000, both, okay, and I make maybe 3,000 per month, I make 7,000 per month, so 10,000 altogether. So what we'll do is like our bills are 5,000, utasema strategy useme month 1, talipa bills 5,000, tubaki na 5,000 ingine. From the 5,000, let's save 3,000. Hiyo yako kwa account. You have to work as a team, saa zingine. That's why you're married. Alafu msave you 30,000, emergency fund. 3 to 6 months. I prefer kuwa na 30,000, hiyo ndio kwa 6 months. Kama ni example yangu ya 5,000. Some people could lower than that. Me too. I live a very expensive life, by the way. It's stupid. But, I don't know if it's stupid or not. It comes with the territory. Now, to you or to or private school, it just comes with the territory. Okay, that's why I work hard, by the way. It's a little bit on the higher side, 5,000 a month, but don't let that distract you. It will need an example. So, work na mama, wife yako, work na yeye, or your partner. I don't know which is the most appropriate politically correct statement, but work with your wife. Save the emergency fund. Alafu, once, kama uko na 3 to 6 months, suppose you have 4 months. Kama ni summer, the weather is good. The first thing you do is this. The first thing you do. Uta quit job. Ama kama uwezi quit job, mimi naeza prefer to be on the safe side. Tafuta weekend classes za CDL. Weekend classes. Sababu you're playing it safe. No. So ukishapata weekend classes, maybe Saturday and Sunday, do 10 hours like what I did. You still have your 9 to 5. Alafu unafanya weekend classes. Commitment. Ni temporary. Itaku straight, but it's temporary. Start learning how to do tracking. I think the first week ni theory too. So mimi kwangu the first two weekends ilikuwa tu theory. 2 weekends. Sababu nilikuwa na I was doing 20 hours a week. So 2 weeks ilikuwa 40 hours. But the first week ni theory too. Ma written test, manini unamaliza. So the second week and the third and the fourth week ndio ile practical driving and backing up and everything. So kuna different factors are driving. It's not complicated, by the way. Don't overthink it. So once it's a weekend classes, the first 2 theory. Alafu once a practical every weekend. So when you get your license, when you actually get your license, knowing that you have 30,000 in the account still, ndio sasa useme, I'm going to resign from my job. Sababu now you need to go drive truck. So driving truck will take you maybe the first month. Second month, you're good to go. No. Second month, you're good to go. So the second month, you're good to go. So ushamaliza hiyo story ya tracking. So what's the next thing? Okay, move prefer tumbili. Okay, say I know a little bit more than I did back then. Suppose umesave you 30,000. Umefanya weekend classes. Quit job. What's the first thing you'll do? You'll try and get a job. Your first job as a new driver won't pay you good enough, but it'll pay you something. So Zambia, your wife handle bills, maybe half the bills for maybe 2 or 3 months while you're getting your experience. Need sacrifice. Sometimes you have to make a little bit of sacrifice and you advance, move another step ahead. So at a handle bills for 2-3 months, alafu, if you're the primary, you know the point. Kuna watu mujua hata wife wao make more money than they do. Hata hiyo ni advantage, by the way. If your wife makes more money than you do, you have no reason. Hata quit leo when doing your tracking full time. Sababu ukiingia tracking full time 3 to 6 months, you'll catch up with that income really quick. No, maybe 2 to 3 years, you'll catch up with the income really quick. So hiyo ndio idea moja hiyo. Kuna different scenario. No, I'm not gonna detail. You guys know. You pick up whatever, whatever works for you. So okay, the job the first 2-3 months you'll make a lot of money. So maybe a big company won't pay you enough, but still you're getting experience. After 6 months, if you still have that 30,000, you pay. Remember baby steps, Dave Ramsey. you paid off, you have 1,000, you paid off your debt, you have 30,000. So while you're working, maybe you spent maybe 2 months of that amount because mna work na wife, mna save do, alafu labda una 20,000. After 2-3 months, chukua 20,000, save a little bit more money. Go to the bank. No. In the meantime, you're supposed to have a company, whichever, and go to the bank. Ask the bank, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. I have a CDL license. I've been driving for 6 months, safe miles, and I want to buy my own truck and be an owner-operator. Number one, watakushuku kwanza. Waseme, is it really serious or not? Any example too. Wakambie, give us a business plan. Alafu ndio utoke uende so waandikie business plan. Uambie, for example, kama hii job yetu ya side dump, unasema, okay, I'm buying a side dump truck. It's a tractor unit. I'm going to be pulling trailer for this company. They pay this much. Maybe they pay 120 an hour. I'm guaranteed to work about 9 hours, 10 hours a day, average over 50 hours a week. So apige hesabu and okay, how much do you need for your truck? Oh, the truck is about maybe, I don't know, 60,000, 70,000. Let's say 60,000, for example. So your number is 60,000. So okay, how much do you get paid? Say 120 an hour. So when 120 an hour, I'm going to say 100 for the sake of mathematics. So how many hours do you work? 120, whatever. I'll tell you the calculator. So I'm paid 120 an hour. Sasa. Alafu say 120, ukuje 120. 120 times 50. Yun ni ngapi? $6,000 a week. Okay. So how much do you make? I make $6,000 a week. Oh, really? Yeah, that's really good. So how many weeks do you work? Okay, 6,000 times 4. Ngapi you? 24,000 a month. Wow. Really? Yeah. Okay, what else do you need? Okay, so what are your expenses? Okay, fuel. Fuel right now is about $4. So $4 times mutumia kama tuseme 50 gallons a day approximately. So 50 gallons times 4 times 50, about $200, right? 4 times 50, 5. 4 times 5. Yeah, come on, 250. So which means about 2,000 a week. Let's say 2,500 a week. So that's 5,000. No. 4 point something. So itakuwa nini? 24. So fuel ni kama per day ni kama, I would say 250. I'm going to say 300. Let's make it 300. 300 times 5 is 1,500. Times 2, 1,500 times 2 ni ngapi? 1,500, 1,500, hiyo ni 3,000, 6,000. So it's 24,000 per month minus 6,000. So, unabaki na ngapi? 18,000 after fuel. How much is insurance? Let's say $1,000. Minus 1,000. 17,000. Alafu say, what other costs? Oh, wait a minute. So you have 17,000 every month? Yep. Okay, business plan. So how long do you work? About 9 months to 10 months. Okay, ukienda kwa banka usemi 7 to 8 months. Unaenda to the highest. Usemi the lowest with the highest. So some 10 months. Okay, 10 months. Okay, so 10 months, meaning if you make 24, that's 240,000 a year. Just like that. Okay, 240,000. Wow. So up to 17,000. So 17,000, I said, okay, how much is the truck? 60,000. So come on, if you make 240 a year, and the truck, a used truck, by the way, used truck is 60,000. It's like nothing. That makes sense. It's really nothing, honestly, 60,000. So, would I qualify? Okay, well, the truck is 60. Do you have a truck? Yeah, I have a truck. It's 60,000. Okay, let's do this. We will only find a business loan. I'll finance 80% of the cost. Then you have to come up with 20%. So 20% here, 60 ni ngapi? Very simple. No. 20% of 60. What's what? Kama 20% here, 10 ni 20. 2,000. 2,000 times 6. 12,000. That's all you gotta put down. 12,000. If you're making 17,000 hapa sahi kwa nini kwa hiyo business plan yako 17,000 na down payment 12,000, you can do that. Kumbuka, you still have the 30,000 from the emergency fund, right? Unachukua 12,000 from you nini, ukuje pay down payment, you have a truck. So truck is okay, I will give you a loan for maybe 4 years. 60 divided by 4. Yeah, okay, kuna interest pia, but let's say your interest, if you're paying 12,000 down, ile percentage, whatever pay down, it already back to 60 because of interest. So 60 divided by 4, it's very simple. 30, 15,000 a year, right? Which your truck payment is about 1,000 something, 1,000 to 1,200 or something like that. No. So if you're making 17,000, alafu payment yako ni 1,200, you are making 17,000 a month. Alafu payment yako truck ni 1,200. Do you know what I would do? I would pay 2,000 every month. So 17 minus 2,000 minus 2,000. Unabaki na 15,000 mse wangu. 15,000. Imagine. Okay, it could be your money or the business money. Okay, maybe you pay yourself 5,000 for ile bill ya nyumba. Ile monthly expenses. Minus 15, minus 5,000. 5,000. No. 10,000. You have 10,000 in the account. Imagine 10,000 just like that. Tracking. Maybe it's not a lot of money for some of you because you make more than that. But mtu wa kawaida ule tu 9 to 5, ule alipanga taxes na kila kitu. Uko na 10,000 after all the expenses. It's a lot of money. It's a whole lot of money. Imagine that. It's a lot of money. Kwa sababu sasa umejilipa wewe mwenyewe 5,000 mpaka 10,000. Track yenyewe unalipa 2,000 a month. So at your track, the first year utakuwa umelipa 24,000. The second year 24,000. Yani 48. So your loan here 4 years, you'll pay it off in 2.5 years. That's exactly what I did when I was single. Unaona sasa? Alafu kumbuka pia uko na wife yako, she works too. So ana support bills. You're working together. Mse wangu 2 years ukosha pay off your truck. Sahi ile 2,000 kwa nilipa extra. Okay, for the sake of having a business, mu prefer once you pay off your first truck, quickly get a second truck. Kwa nini sasa? So now truck ya pili you can afford it. Why? Because you're so used to paying the 2,000 every month. Chukua 2,000 is like, kunele say samangaje, make money, you make money, but once you make enough money, your money starts working for you. So you don't work for money anymore. Your money starts working for you. So 2,000 kumelipa for the last 2 years, 48 kulipa track payment, the first 2 years. Now you can use that 2,000 still because it's not on your budget. Kumbuka bado kuna 5,000 hapa, 2,000. So suppose uambie wife yako enda upate license pia wewe. Aseme okay sawa, enda chukue license. Kama mimi wife ana license. So tuko wawili. By myself I'm making 10,000. Wife enda chukue license. You go through the same bank. Now that because you had a truck before, now can you pay off? You have good records. They'll give you another loan. Boop, right here. So now you have 2 loans. So now wife washa the 2 years, you still have 2,000 extra. Wife ndiye ameanza tracking. 20,000 a month. Skia to your story. 20,000 a month. Easily. Alafu mwone, maybe 2,000 yangu, I paid off my truck. Let me buy another truck, ili nalipa 2,000. 3 trucks. 30,000 a month. In less than 2 years, 3 years. That's a 30,000 a month. Na truck tatu. You're driving one, your wife is driving another one, and you have a driver. Then ikuwe kama vile situation yangu, wife akuwe na mtoi. Aseme, wacha kuje home atulie. She can't drive anymore. Weke dere hapo. Uminus your 5,000. It's still 30,000. Kwa nini? Yo 30,000 ni plus ushalipa dere na kila kitu. Yani after all the expenses tracking yetu, you still have 10,000. So nimesema ni 9 months. So suppose of course kuna ile repair and maintenance, oil change, hizo ni vitu zina happen see on a monthly basis, every other month or something happens, or tires need 2 years before we buy new tires. If you buy brand new tires, they last 2 years, sometimes even 3 years. It depends. So you have 10,000 a month. Imagine hiyo sasa na truck moja. Truck ya pili 10,000. Because remember you're 15,000 but you have to pay yourself. Kwa sababu kuna hiki tunaitwa LLC. LLC ni kampuni, LLC, alafu kuna S-Corp. S-Corp ni ile you have an LLC but you're also an employee in your company. So you pay yourself as a driver, which is a good mechanism kwa sababu you still have your money and the rest of the funds stays in the business. Mwana hiyo story sasa. So you have 30,000 wewe na wife yako pamoja. Alafu muamue, okay, let's buy another truck. Kwa sababu once you pay off truck ingine, you still have 2,000 extra. Wife akipea kuna 2,000 extra. Wife anunue truck ingine, ununue truck ingine. Ngapi? 5 trucks. Hiyo ni ngapi? 50,000 a month. Nakumbuka every time nasema ukinunua truck ingine ya pili, you're not using the 10,000 ile baki kwa account. You're using the 2,000 ile payment ile extra ile. we angalia possibility ya 10,000. Suppose hii job ni 9 months. So 9 months you have 90,000. Hata ukibaki 3 months hakuna job. And you have 90,000. You're still able to pay for all your truck payments off season and you're sitting at home doing nothing. Ama kuna vile wasa ufanya mabesti yangu wengi, kuna matraka wengi by the hapa Minnesota, ni vile wapende kuingia kwa, they don't have time for YouTube, mimi tu, mupe na makamera tukaa hizo. I think we have 30 Kenyans, 30, hapo tuko na tracking hapa. Ninataja jina, I think ni 30, maybe 45, hata sijui namba vizuri. Imagine you have 10,000 a month, 90,000 kwa track moja. So track tatu je, 90 times 3 ni ngapi hiyo? Piga hiyo hesabu. 270,000. That's $250,000. You tell me kama uwezi ingia kwa business nyingine na hiyo do. Utaingia real estate, uanze kuwa na investments zingine hapa. Before you know it, wewe ni millionaire. Utabaki kuendesha truck. Maybe there's an apartment building watasadia ni tracking. So ni trajectory, consistency. No. Ndio na track sema hapo hivi sahi. This is exactly what I just said right now. Hiyo ndio game plan yangu. Nianza mimi mwenyewe nikaingisha wife ambaye truck, analipia truck, mimi nalipia truck nyingine. After some time atanunua truck nyingine, mimi truck nyingine, 5 trucks. No. So tukipata 5 trucks, nilisema how much are we getting paid again per month? 120? Okay, so 120. Guess what sasa? Nilisema guess what at least one time. I'm trying to avoid some guess what. Ukienda kwa contractor ule main, una cut off middleman. They could be paying $200 an hour. See 120 anymore. So ukipata $200 an hour sahi, na ile sabu yote ya 10,000. Okay, hata sitaki kuhesabu hiyo 10,000 because the bills stay the same. You're paid 120. So you have 80 extra an hour. No. So hata wachana ile ya 120, ongeza tu 80 ingine extra. Kwa hiyo, useme 80 times 10 hours, times 40 hours, ama times 50 hours. No. Hiyo ni ngapi hiyo? 8 times 5 ni ngapi? $4,000 extra a week. So kuna 10,000 na 4,000 extra. So you 4,000 extra, why? Because you have 5 trucks umeenda directly kwa contractor. Aujaenda through broker ama through somebody else. Hakuna middleman. You've cut off the middleman. 4,000 extra. Times a month, you ni ngapi yo? 16,000. Times 10 months, 160. So you thought you had 270? Ongeza 160 juu yake. You tell me how you can be a millionaire na tracking. That's exactly what tracking is. Suppose una any question about this, that's exactly what we do on a daily basis. Kuna variation ndio, kuna trackers zaribika, nini, but who cares? Trajectory iko. Hata banki kiona you want a 2,000 payment per month, alafu you're making 10,000 after everything, hata wewe si high risk, hata uko below high risk. They'll try and entice you. Why don't you buy a brand new truck anyway? Sababu hiyo do ni kidogo sana. If you're paying 2,000 and you have 12,000 and you pay 2,000, you still have 10. Nunua truck basi ulipa 5,000 a month. At least ikuwe significant. Unaona sasa? You need tracking by them say. Ukibaki job yako, yeah, you might get a promotion 5 years from now. By the time of 5 years from now, William said there's a tracking 5 years ago, ni multi-millionaire. He does not even drive in truck anymore. Unaona sasa? In the trajectory, that's what you think about when you're doing tracking. Na hii ni tracking peke yake. Mimi nasema mkuja hapa Maisha States mnataka kusikiza kwa opinion yangu mimi ni tracker. I don't know anything else. Maybe kuna other businesses that I haven't even heard about. Maybe dropshipping, maybe Amazon, maybe YouTube, something that makes more money too. But the goal, see, I know tracking. Mimi na explain what I know. Ile naweza kwambia I guarantee you. Ukija hapa hivi unifanyia auditing, I'll show you the money. This is how much I make. This is exactly how much I make. Naona sasa. Ndio hiyo sayo story ya tracking. 10,000 si do kidogo, ni do mob sana. Wife ana make, mimi na make. Ni vile so wife pia kuna story yake. Ganji yake ni yake, ganji yangu ni yetu. So but still mtuanisha pia sasa zingine ambia hey, why don't you just pay 1 or 2 or 3 bills. So tuna grow pamoja, unaona? So inakupatia confidence. Unaona? Kasa yeye sema I want to have another kid. Before tuko na watu wengi kwa story na finances. Who's going to work, who's going to stay home, how are we going to pay the bills? Sasa yeye anataka kuona wait a minute. So this tracking thing is actually true. It might work. No. Kuna variation, but still, hata ukinale variation, the worst case scenario, will still end up on top. No, I was saying your story, so your ideology. Imagine to your ideology by the way. You can't lose. You just can't lose. Not tracking. Unless, like maybe pesa yako unaingisha naenda sijui wapi, labda just something besides tracking. Ndio uta lose. But you can never lose na tracking. No. Hiyo ndio game plan yangu by the way. Sijui kama make any sense. Acha niangalie time. Saa ngapi saa hata sijui 50 something minutes. So in the game plan by the way, if you have any questions about his story, just send kila saa to break it down mabills na kila kitu. Naweza anza just macha nianze na hii afresh na nipatie wase ile in your man cave by the way. Man cave ndio hii. Mambo ya Bible labda ndadu this evening. Mtaipata video ya kesho. Alafu maybe ndadu live stream Q&A. Kama una Q&A kesho pia live stream. I'm trying to do 3 every day. Nimejipatia more challenges na niko na newborn. That's why nimekama ngware saa hii. Saa ngapi saa hii 5. Sijui kama naona hiyo time. Nitaona time. Mapema kabisa 5. Ndio ni hizi video ni mazana before mtu yeye amke kwa sababu nitakuwa busy. Nimebring Q&A itakuwa live stream sasa. If you have any questions kwa hii comment they answer kwa live stream. Pole na bill tu. Alafu kama job ikiisha nini December baridi kama job itaisha hata sijui sometimes na walk through winter, you never know. Kama design me walk from January paka leo non stop. Hata hiyo sijui 9 months, 10 months, labda itakuwa 12 months, I don't even know. Inasema tu ile playing it safe ile 9 to 10 months. It could be 12 months straight. Naona sasa. So that's what tracking is, I say. So kama kuna job ya ofisi and you make less than 100,000 a month, you know what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Nikwambia what to do, nakwambia quit your job on the tracking. But that's just me. You know, you decide by yourself. You don't know what to do. No. Kama uko na 401k, it's up to you, man. Me, watu labda unachukulia vibaya. In the beginning kusema, fanya tracking. Just make money, man. Just make money. When you make money, things get easier. No. Angalia. Na lens hapa, na lens ingine hapa hivi, na camera ingine hapa, cheki camera, ndio a whole camera. Isn't it toys by the way, toys. How am I able to buy this? Sababu every month mujiwekea budget fulani ya hizi story, hizi puzi kama hizi. Budget ya stupid stuff. You can call it stupid stuff, but they mean something to me. Sababu sema if I'm going to end up at home for 2-3 months, I want to keep myself busy doing something that's creative, that's beneficial to either me or somebody else. So that's exactly what I'm saying. And don't procrastinate. Usisema ati I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Ndaza version nyingine. Suppose kama uko Kenya. Kama uko Kenya utakuja States, hata leo before nifanyie man cave, nimewatch live stream ya Kenyan American Home. Yote 2 hours. Muulize atakwambia. Hata nime-comment twice. Hata karibu nimpatie super chat. Sikijua kuifigure out, nikatumia computer moja ya connect na account yangu. Mtu wangu ndakuona next time. Naona. Super chats. Maze Kenyan American Home anawapatia information how to come to States. Hata kuna wala wasa wa Kenya sasa wale. So chukua Kenyan American Home, watch video zake zote. Hata rudia tena, go back and watch again. Yani sijui nisemeaje sasa maze. Owen ampatia game. YouTube channel yake ni kitabu. Yani it's a book by the way by itself. Kama uwezi soma hata mambo ya kusoma, and I watch Kenyan American Home. All the videos. B1 visa, B2, everything I'm explaining yani step by step. Akana mpaka Q&A for free. Sasa lazima poleni nada kusla poleni. But anapatiani game plan ya kuja States step by step. Hiyo ni Owen. Step by step. Naona? Mpaka una apply, mpaka ukuje, mpaka ile avoid pithole. Kila nimewatch live stream yake 2 hours by the way. Muulize kama nawadanganya. Nimeweza kuwatch hivi sasa kama ni man cave pia mimi sasa nimalizana naye. Nimekuwa awake from 1 in the morning, nimeenda kwa track, nimerudi, nimewatch live stream sana man cave tena. Alafu labda ndalala kidogo mtu yeye amke. Life iko busy hivyo. Unaona? Hiyo ndio iko busy hivyo. Lakini what easy Owen maze. I angalia Timo alisema 2-3 weeks ago how to apply for UK visa. Hakuna mtu Canada by the way. Mtu alifa kwanza huku Canada. Sijui nani huku Canada. Game plan. Kama unakuja States utakuja mambo ya tracking. Ni free information. You'll pay me once you start making money. Niambia albo na kulipanisha even if you don't pay me. Kaka na best yangu mmoja hata anyway, acha niche story. Kwa siasa mingi. You pay me once you make money. If you really want to pay me, nipatie asante once you make money. Nitumie 10,000 later on. Kaka na boy yangu mmoja alipatia 10,000 kwa best yangu kwa sababu nimintroduce tracking. He's making so much money, alinipatia 10,000. He just gave it to me 10,000. Who does that? I said I can make 1 million, I got maybe 200,000. Akanipatia 10,000. Shika. Don't even pay me. Just take it, Albert. It's never happened to me before. Nimwambie exactly what I'm telling you. These things. Exactly the same game plan. Sayana trakama nne. He's doing good. When I see him, I'm happy. So happy. No. Hata ndio mwambia Ibra kila siku. Ibra come to do tracking. Lakini Ibra na vitu zake. I don't know. Unajua siwezi kufanya msea do kitu yote. Mimi naona Ibra kuja tracking atakuwa poa sana. I think so. I think so. But unajua pia uko na do vitu zake chuo. Ako chuo pia. So it's up to you. But ini quicker. It's a quicker way to get to the destination than going through school. But kama appreciate school, you want to take your time. If you think you have so much time, pia ni poa. Mimi najuanga tu. Time is bad. Everybody dies. No. So ndio hivyo say, if this is the first time watching me in this channel, again, my name is Albert. Maisha states, segment of Man Cave Talk, iko every weekend in the morning. I think in Saturday morning, every Saturday morning. Naipatia its own segment, itakuwa Man Cave Talk playlist kivyake tu, alafu Q&A kivyake, kila kitu itakuwa kivyake sahi. So if you want resources, I'm going to build for you upon your resources. So if you have any questions, comment down below. Alafu utaniambia hii question ni hii na hii na hii. Ndai save ni discuss kwa hata kama ni video nyingine different segment nyingine different ndai discuss huko hivyo. Lakini kiliniambia get his resources for free. Sasa kama kwa Kenya system ya entertainment sahi, enda kwa Kenyan American Home, watch video zake. Hata turudia mara 2 mara 3, andika notes. Fanya exactly kile amesema step by step. Aya, enda kwa Timo, how to apply visas in UK. Watch. Nani mwingine, Roger, Germany. Akwambia vile Germany inakaa. Game plan, kila mtu ni game plan saa, unaona? Kila kitu. Usema ati nimekaa tu na watching entertainment kila siku hivi. It's not like that anymore. Saidi ku take action. Unaona? Ukuja hapa hivi kuna tracker, mimi ni tracker local. Kama utaka over the road kuna wasa wangapi over the road? Kuna Kenyan American tracker, I think. Mtu yangu. Watch channel yake uone tu life ya over the road. Kuna ule kituosis ule. I don't even know. Mimi naambia rudi home for construction. Mimi naambia hivyo. Stop that. But anyway, by the way, honestly speaking, over the road kama track yako, you make more money than construction. Kama unaongea 10,000 hapa hivi construction, uko make 20,000. By the way, I'm at 30,000 saa zingine. I don't know. It's more money over the road. So if you don't have a family, end over the road. When the season is good. But me upenda consistency, napenda vitu ziko predictable. Watoi kwa sababu na watoi, I mean I have to be predictable. Kama una watoto kuna school fees, you have to do things that are predictable. Over the road ni kama too dynamic. Sometimes iko high, low, I can't deal with that. I'm sorry. So ndio hivyo wasema bana. Questions below. Kumbuka na appreciate if you do the 3 things, the 3 trios. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll have to next time. I'll see you. Peace.